Так, всем привет, мы на канале Today Gaming, и мы продолжаем прохождение Dragon Age Inquisition. Так, мы оказались в тени, то есть не как духи, а полностью с нашими телами, в наших бренных живых оболочках, так скажем. В тень, по-моему, можно попасть только через этот транс, сон, называйте это как хотите. Нам нужно отсюда выбраться. Это что такое? Ой, страхи еще собирать нафиг надо. Угу. О, магия плюс 1 неплохо. Что, получается еще бегать, теперь искать, смотреть? Не. Так, ну тут больше нет ничего. Нам явно туда, но мы сначала сходим туда. Что такое? А, у нас там левелап еще. Опа, зеркальце. За зеркало. Магия плюс 1, понял. Так, солос. Угу. Угу. Так, стоять. Ой, господи, извиняюсь, чихнул. Хотел микрофон выключить, не успел. Чихота напала. Здрасте.
What? That can't be.
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia.
Нет, это не она. Вы не она. Да.
What are you, a spirit? A demon? The real Divine couldn't have survived Haven.
Couldn't she? How much of Haven do you truly remember? You think my survival impossible. Yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
Так.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes?
Ага.
It's work.
I'd like to have a few words with this nightmare about that.
You will have your chance, brave warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must
Легко.
recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Мне их бить надо. Окей. Так, еще один. Где-то. А, вот он. Так.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Угу.
Run when you can! Warn them!
What's going on here?
Значит, уже были стражи замешаны во всем этом деле.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people.
Keep the sacrifice still.
А вот и маяк, по-моему.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
Окей. Вы все видели?
So that mark on your hand, it wasn't sent by Andraste.
Да-да-да.
It came from that orb Corypheus was using.
Именно.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Я догадывался, да.
I never thought Andraste did this. I did this myself. Through my actions. No maker required.
And now you may be certain. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Окей, мне очень странно, почему Солос молчит.
What's wrong, Hawk? Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed Corypheus took their minds. You've seen it happen yourself. Come on. You can add it to the things to yell at the Wardens about when we get out of here.
Oh, I intend to.
Do you think that was truly the Divine?
We have
Нет.
survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia, that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
Whatever she is, she seems to want to help us.
That's great and all, but the nightmare is the thing currently scaring the shit out of me.
It is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion. Save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
But after what it did to the Wardens, it's going to learn to fear for itself.
Окей, уже угрозы пошли. В его сторону, конечно же. Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Кто дизайнер этого места?
Ah, we have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
Смотрите, базарит со мной еще. И мы ничего ему не ответим? Ну и ладно.
Guess this nightmare wasn't such hot shit after all.
These are but minor servants of the nightmare.
Just let me have this moment to hope, all right?
Так, тут все. Так, оттуда мы пришли. А, нет, мы оттуда пришли. Или стоп. Откуда мы? Нет. Да. Люстр 19 штук, неплохо. Зачем мне ловкость, правда, непонятно. Ой, пауканы. Что? Пу-пу-пу. Нам явно тудой. Или кудой. Кашель никак не пройдет, капец.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
I'll show the Warden's strength, beast.
The Kunari will make a lovely host for one of my minions. Or maybe I will ride his body myself.
Нет, не заберешь.
I'd like to see you try.
Можешь даже не надеяться, Корифи.
Ma Herelan, Mabanal Inasalin, Marsolas Inamardin.
Bunal Nadas.
Да-да, пошел я нахер. Можно перевод, пожалуйста? Сколько бумажек
Did you
раскидали.
think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Meryl is going to die, just...
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
You saw spiders? Spiders would have been a massive improvement from what I saw.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each
Меня,
of us.
меня пауки не пугают.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger. We cannot tarry long.
Ну-ка.
So can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her, or some kind of fade remnant of her, or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
Почему я?
If I was chosen, I just don't understand why. Why me? Why this?
You are not the first to ask such questions. Did Andraste not question when the Maker charged her with an impossible task? Did she not feel unworthy?
Вообще, да, тоже не считала.
Didn't lessen her heroism.
So now I'm a hero.
Not yet. Perhaps not ever. The choice will be yours.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Окей.
So all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
Окей.
I'd like to know more about the nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow, as you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
Окей.
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Нельзя так.
Trust what you have seen.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
You already know how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks the door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
Понял.
We should keep moving.
Keep running!
Да что ж этот клятый кашель меня достал уже.
The demons!
Reach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demons!
Keep running!
Так глупо прыгнул.
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then she died.
Yes.
So this can't be the Divine. I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Ля. Ну, в любом случае, да, вы наш друг.
The only thing that's important right now is getting out of the Fade. Whatever you are, you've helped us so far.
What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
What, again? It wasn't their fault. We can debate the depressing details when we get back to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the
Ой, да хватит уже ругаться, ну, достали.
Terrible actions are only justified when they're your terrible actions? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
Don't know that we can pass judgment on the only folks who know how to stop blights.
Так.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor.
Ля. Красивый какой.
The nightmare has found us.
All together!
I'm with you.
Real or not, the divine is the key to escaping from the fate.
Так, схрон нам не нужен. Что там?
Did the king's bastard think he could prove himself? It's far too late for that. Your whole life you left everything to more capable hands. The Archdemon, the throne of Ferelden. Who will you hide behind now?
Is that all it's got? I've heard worse than that from Morrigan.
Так, стоять. Что такое? Так, мне бы прокашляться бы еще. Мы здесь были, мы здесь спали, мы здесь ждали, мы что-то умирали.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
Договорил. Так. Нам куда, вверх? Или туда? Вниз или вверх? Так, стоямба. Пока непонятно куда. Так. Ну, походу вниз надо. Так, игра, хватит дергаться. Что произошло-то? Нормально же общались. Пу-пу-пуру, пу-пу-пуру. Все. Лежат.
What's with the water? Trying to prey on my deep fear of having wet calves?
Кассандра, беспомощность. Соло, смерть в одиночестве. Коул, отчаяние. Железный бык, безумие. Неплохо. Дальше что-то выпало. Так, ну это по-любому кругаля, наверное. Типа. Или все-таки назад надо будет сейчас идти? Да, походу. Надо будет сейчас назад идти. А, нет, вот здесь можно пройти. Чё ты? Не ори. Сколько их там, двое, что ли?
Shit, that's big.
It wants our fear. Deny it and it has nothing.
Ой, да, они легкие. Это получается последний, наверное. Мягкая игрушка. Стоять. Угу. Так, стоп, это так. Так. Нет. Методом тыка. И это было легко. Терьем, терьер, терьем. Так, сейчас приду. мы уже к концу приближаемся наших этих путешествий тутошних. Как железный бык у бога выглядит, ужас вообще.
Behind you!
А, нам просто, короче, нужно защищать, да? Понял. Где там? Да, что ты будешь делать? Все? Нет, не все. Где? Последний собак сутулая. Мать.
That's the end of that.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength.
Okay.
That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
Ладушки. Сделаем все по красоте.
The rift. We're almost there.
Ля какой.
Say it like that. That guarantees another demon is gonna show
Ё.
up.
А чё такой... Ё. А чё такой большой?
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
А я хотел с большим подраться.
You are nothing.
For victory!
Так, ладно, зырь. Попадаем вообще, нет? О, пошла жара.
You will die in agony.
Где он? Ну, конечно, он не восприимчив. Так, сейчас подойду вот так вот. Раз. Сука. Почему не попали? Во.
On your fear.
We're almost there!
А эти что? Болтают. Как будто пьяные. Ну, где он? Не понял. И чё? Где он?
You cannot stand against me.
А, все, он умер. Красавец-то какой.
How do we get by?
Go! I'll cover you.
Не надо.
You were right. The wardens caused this mess. A warden must
help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
А может этот камень, ножницы, бумага, ребят? Ай, ладно.
Orc, say goodbye to Varric for me.
Ну там написано скорее всего.
always the maker do.
А может он все-таки выжил? Угу. Ну так все. Надо Бладистера оставить, ну ладно. Соседи опять бухают, походу. Крики, оры.
No demon army for Corypheus, it appears. The divine, or her spirit, was right. You know that's not how they see it, though. And they just saw their Inquisitor work another miracle.
Once they understand what really happened,
They'll know you escaped by the skin of your teeth from a giant spider demon. I know which story I'd prefer.
Inquisitor, the archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. We've seen no sign of Hawk since the ledge collapsed, Inquisitor. We assumed he was with you.
Hawk sacrificed his life to save us and strike a decisive blow against Corypheus. He gave his life, not because he'd sworn an oath or been marked as special, but because someone had to do it.
Alistair, you're the senior surviving Grey Warden. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Alistair believes that the Wardens are worth saving, and I trust him. You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori, but there are plenty of demons that need killing.
While they do that, I'll report to the Wardens at Weishaupt. Corypheus won't catch us with our trousers down again.
Thank you, Your Worship. We will not fail you.
Уже подвели.
Good luck, Inquisitor. Tell Morrigan. Just tell her I stood there looking foolish.
Да уж. Не, ну Хоук-то, наверное, живой. Все-таки там написано было, скорее всего, он погибнет. А не 100%. Непонятно. Да ну загрузись ты уже.
Alistair sent me one final report. He is on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. While you bested Corypheus here and at Halam Shiral, he himself was not present either time. We fear he's close to finding another way to enter the Fade. When you have a moment, Colin and Josephine are waiting in the war room with an update.
А Лилиане слова передать?
What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even. And she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, I'm sorry. I failed you too.
Oh.
Что это значит?
I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Не за что. Так, что там, кто там, зачем там? Что не скидывается? Ага. Так, она может сейчас со мной поговорить, да? Будешь? Нет, не хочет. Понял. А Дориан будет разговаривать?
Questions.
Нет, не хочет он.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
Так, ну, ставку командования, так ставку командования. Или что-нибудь скажет он?
Good afternoon.
Нет, ничего не скажет.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Ясно. А, тут кого-то посудить надо еще. Правда, кого?
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
В смысле?
On the
Есть.
contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Вот.
You are the worst of us. The damage you have done is beyond all reckoning. A mage's crime, a mage's punishment. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, I deny you death. Tranquility.
You cannot! I am a lord, you pissants! I will not lose myself!
Ибо нехер. Ну вот и все. А там еще кого-то надо отсудить, посудить. Ладно.
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Вон, глубинный Нет. Вот.
We doubt when we're safe. When blight is not at our throat. I can't judge a warden, Sir Ruth. No one has that right.
You have more faith in the Order than we ourselves have.
А, я думал, я отправлю ее другим стражам, пусть ее судят. Ну вот. Ошибочка произошла. Ну ладно. Так, там со мной хотят поговорить.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlay's support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
We've beaten their god twice over. Corypheus must be livid. Where is he now?
After Adamant, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds and sent them marching south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thedas long enough. We end them now.
Нет, там, по-моему,
Corypheus
нас
is
это
hiding in the
раскатает.
Arbor Wilds. That's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Еще один маяк.
Is best if I show you.
Зеркало. Блин, не помню, как он называется.
This
Да, Illuvian.
is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
Все артефакты собрали.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
А я хотел потом это уже на завтра пройти. Ну, сейчас тут я сохранюсь, я думаю. Но это же не тень, по-моему.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Блядь, заебали с собаками своими.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Okay.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I had a safe place to raise my son. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh. Like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Okay. Херак бы и перед лицом закрылся бы, и все, и до свидания, ГГП. Ведь этот кашель просто меня убивает. Ой. Так, ладно. Всем спасибо, кто был, кто мимо проходил. Если лайк влупил, то вдвойне спасибо. Всем всего хорошего. Поднял, обнял. Не болейте, сидите дома. Всем пока. Надеюсь, до завтра.